everyone, this is Domina Mara and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I DIY'd my fabulous succubus Halloween costume. But before we get to that, go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you know when I am posting new content. I have a video every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and I live stream on Sundays. You must be subscribed in order to find out when, as I pop online whenever I have availability. I have 2 membership tiers here on YouTube. Go ahead and check them out after this video on my channel page. Follow my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Mara Domina for daily news and juicy updates. Alright, so today I have my succubus outfit. Well, I guess technically it's not the outfit, but it's the accessories that I have put together for a Halloween performance that I did over the last weekend. And if you guys have been following my social media and my community tabs, you'll know that I was able to dress as something similar to this. So a succubus is a demon entity that kind of comes into people's dreams and literally sucks the soul out of them while performing, you know, sex. Basically, it is the wettest of wettest dreams. So yeah, let's dive in to see how detail oriented that I was with, you know, creating the pair of wings and a matching tail. I didn't actually make the elements, but I painted over them and decorated them to my liking.
So I got all my accessories online, and we will start out with the horns since that is the smaller and easiest to create. These horns originally came white and black. I hated the fade and I felt like it could be so much more than what it is. So I took an old headband that I had since childhood because, well, it's really hard for me to throw anything away, and I was able to use it for the horns. Taking a red Liquitex acrylic paint, I used a brush and a cotton swab to paint the white part all red. And to be able to fade into the dark areas, I gently and carefully used a dry method where I just rubbed tiny amounts of paint into the black area on both the tips of the horns and the base. After that, I took some tape that I cut into pieces so that I could help secure the horns to the headband after gluing it on. I used this liquid Gorilla Glue, and I highly suggest you use hot glue sticks instead because this took forever to dry and it kept on slipping and falling, which is kind of why I wanted to tape it down in the first place, but it was even making the tape fall off because, again, it's liquid. Tape the horns on all 4 sides. And if you have a mannequin head like I do, of course, not as messed up on the face as mine, you can tape the horns directly to the head and it will cure and dry that way. After 24 hours, I took all the tape off and there was a little gap between the horns and the headband, so I decided to hot glue a bunch of black crystals that I had in this box. It didn't take too long to sort through the crystals to find all the black ones that I needed. And I tried putting the crystals on with some tweezers, but the glue kept on getting stuck to the tweezers and then my hand, and so I decided just to use my fingers in order to apply each one. After that dried, I decided that the tips of the horns could use a little bit of sparkle, and you know me with gold and my accessories, and that was going to be how I put the final touches on this headband. I applied some E6000 glue on the tips and carefully put gold sequins all over so that from far away there's a little bit of a glimmer. After that was done, I waited another 24 hours for everything to cure, and then I took some glossy Mod Podge and just went over with a single coat to make sure everything adhered properly. Next up, we have the wings and a matching tail. So this version came in a really bright red, and it looked very affordable, let's just say. I wanted to elevate it similarly to the headband with golden accents, and so I took out my trusty acrylic gold paint. If you guys have watched my DIY living room and bedroom makeovers, this is still the same paint from all of those projects. I started with the wings and I put paint directly onto the accents of the wings and just used my dry brush to pat it on and accented all of the protruding bones, veins, and basically outline of the entire wing set. When that was done, I did the same thing to the spikes on the tail and brushed a thin sheer coat on the scales. I wanted a little bit of sparkle to add to this as well, so I took those same golden sequins and put them on the tips of all of the spikes on both the wings and the tail. Next, it was time to get my outfit together, and I took a bunch of harnesses that I thought would look good with golden hardware, a nice lacy black thong, as well as these rose applique bra and thong set to overlay, and these garter stockings, which don't look like anything here, but they're actually a time saver because the garters are already attached to the lace. And here's my final look. Go ahead and check out my Hollywood Halloween performance that I did with another model where I tied her in rope and made a floral arrangement on her in a cauldron. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share it so that others can be inspired and DIY their own costumes so they can add their own flares to things. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when I have a new content out. Follow my social media at Mara Domina, and until next time,
be safe, have fun, and keep it kinky, everyone.